we have to start pure mathematics chapter number 19, that is working with data, right? So first of all, here is the starter activity, that lies, damned lies and statistics. So first of all, you can see that some people think that statistics can be used to deliberately mislead the reader, right? Each of these statistics diagram is misleading. See if you can spot how. So first diagram, you can see that here is the data in 2015, 2016 and 2017, and on the vertical axis you can see that millions, 29 million, then 29.5 million, then 30 million in 2017. Spending on medical research has rocketed since our party came to power in 2015. So this is a data in the form of a graph. Again, Sykes form produces 60% more milk than mile and form. So this is another form of the data, that is pictorial form. This is graphical form, and this is the pictorial form, right? And the other one is also pie chart form. So in this you can see that cars cars in the staff car park. It is clear that there are more yellow cars than blue ones. So you can see some of the blue cars, then red cars, then yellow cars, and then green cars. Okay. So this is the forms of data you have given in this chapter. So first of all, our first topic is 19.1, that is calculations with frequency tables. So some statistical data is discrete. Discrete means that which we have to count. Okay, that is the value can be recorded exactly. So for example, 1 2 3 4 5, the all whole numbers are showing that this is a discrete data, right? If you if you say that in a room there are 12 men and 13 women, it means that this is a discrete data. And because the men and women are in a complete figure. Okay, if you asked members of your class how many brothers and sisters they have, their answers would be numbers like 0 1 2 3 and so on. So this is called discrete data. Other data may be asked other data may be continuous, that is the data may take any value within a certain range. For example, when a data have a certain range, it means that this is a continuous data. Okay, if you ask members of the class how tall they are, the answers could only be recorded to the nearest centimeter or nearest millimeter. So you never be able to write down someone's exact height. How? Because exact height will be 1 2 3 4, but some of the heights are 2.4.1 sorry 2.41, 3.124. So these are the heights which are not exact. You would never be able to write down someone's exact height. Discrete data usually arises when you gather data by counting, whereas continuous data tends to result when you are measuring something with a ruler, uh, scales, or clock. Understand? What is the difference between the discrete data and continuous data or not?
Yes.
Okay. Next one is, if a data set contains only a small number of discrete alternatives, it means that a data set is given and it has a small number of discrete alternatives with many repeats, then a stem and leaf diagram is appropriate. So stem and leaf diagram is also a representation of data when your data is discrete and it is a small number, it has a small number. Okay, so it means that a small discrete data is represented in the form of stem and leaf diagram, and it is better to use a frequency table instead. So frequency table is better than this stem and leaf diagram. This is simply a table that tells you how many times each value occur in the data set. So frequency table is that table in which we are dealing with the frequency of the numbers. Frequency of the numbers means that which number is how many times repeated in the data. Okay, this is simply a table that tells you how many times each value occurs in the data set. Frequency tables are also used to handle grouped data. So here also we have two types of the data: groups data, grouped data, and ungrouped data. Grouped data means that the data is in the form of ranges or groups, but ungrouped data is the data in the raw form, right? So there is not any group, so this is called ungrouped data. After that, the grouped and ungrouped data are classified into discrete and continuous as well, in which the values are banded together into groups or classes. So in which the values are banded means that the values are written in the form of groups or classes. Okay, after that you can use frequency tables to calculate these three different types of averages. So when we are dealing with the data, so we also deal with the average of the data. So in statistics we have three different types of averages which we have which we are calculating in the next classes and in this chapter. So first, average is the mean is the total of all values divided by how many there are, right? So this is the definition of mean. Any problem in the definition of mean?
No.
Okay, the next one is the median. The median is the middle value. Middle value of the data is called the median, but the middle term in a way when the data is ordered form. So ordered form means that in ascending order or in descending order. Then the middle term is called the median. The next one is the mod. So mod is the most repeated value in the data, right? The most the value that occurs most often. So these are three types of the averages which we are calculating in the next classes and next topics. So these are the three averages, and these averages can be found by using the discrete data, by using the continuous data, by using the grouped data, ungrouped data. So all for all datas we can calculate these three averages. Okay, next one is you can also measure the spread of the data set by working out. Spread of the data set means that how your data is spread in the form of in raw data, right? For example, some data is about to the center and some data is up far away from the center. So this spread of the data is calculated by the range. The range is that the difference between the highest value and the lowest value. So this is called range, and the also another range is called interquartile range. Interquartile range is that range, the range of the middle 50% of the data, right? So